Janelle Fife. An example of someone who uses all these tools to defeat resistance is found in one of the most inspiring women I've ever encountered, Janelle Fife. I can think of no better example of a human overcoming fear, resistance, and imposter syndrome than my friend Jennifer's mother. Throughout her life, she regularly employed all the tactics we've described in this lesson, as you will see. Looking at this gorgeous picture, one would think that she is 75 years old. No. She is 90 years old in this photograph. Her skin alone needs to be celebrated. Some quick background on her. She was born on a potato farm in Idaho to a family of sharecroppers, which meant that they didn't even own the land that they farmed. They were so poor, they didn't have running water or electricity until she was 15 years old. She raised 8 children herself in Vermont, which she said was her biggest accomplishment and the one that she was the most proud of. At 74, Janelle completed an apprenticeship at the Quintessence in New York City to learn to be a raw vegan chef. She also trained in Chicago at the Living Light Culinary Institute. At 77, she started a business selling her raw vegan food at farmers markets, and then, because it did so well at those venues, she began to sell it at local markets. And at 89, and after her husband died, she started taking dancing lessons. Dancing lessons! Please take a moment to watch the following clips taken from her documentary of her life centered around her 90th birthday celebration. Note how many tools she uses to overcome resistance, fear, and imposter syndrome.
And so I walked in there and sweet Doreen was sitting there at the desk. I walked out of there and I had bought 2 dance lessons. So it was like, kind of, what have I done? There was a lot of times I would go home thinking I couldn't do this. I mean, I totally said, I'm not going to do this anymore, Doreen. I just can't do this. I mean, I felt like I had bit off something I really couldn't do.
She was very emotional about wanting to do well and put a lot of pressure on herself. So we had a lot of moments where I was talking with her and just making sure that she understands that what she's doing is an accomplishment by itself. You know, you getting out on the dance floor, having the dresses on and doing the dances is exceptional. Today she wants to share with her family the studio. They're all coming here and we're going to teach them a little bit basic steps on how to dance. Because she wants to have a dance party tomorrow for her 90th birthday celebration. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. We're really excited to meet you all. And tomorrow, Janelle wanted to make sure that during the dance part, like the evening, you guys have a little knowledge to go out and dance and just enjoy the evening and have a little bit of fun.
That attitude and feeling has guided my entire life. So tonight, I am supposed to follow a very rigid choreography. So if you believe in prayer, pray for me.
All in over my head. I'm not scared to get drenched in your love. Wherever you go, God, I will follow. I'm not scared to get lost in your love.
I don't have to see where this road ends, just as long as my hand's in your hand. Here is where I wanna stay, held within your sweet embrace.
I'm going all in over my head. I'm not scared to get drenched in your love. Wherever you go, God, I will follow. I'm not scared to get lost in your love. I'm not scared to get lost in
She's just really been inspiration for the staff as well as the students, for her to go out there and start a new hobby, you know, face their fears, and dancing and having a good time.
I was always impressed by how Mom was not looking back on her life. She was just, really going forward and just embracing opportunities.
You know, seeing Mom at age 70 or in her 70s start her own business, and then in her late 80s sign up for dance classes, right? That Mom's really been a role model of how to live well and how to thrive.
I'm so grateful for the memories. I'm grateful for his book. I'm grateful for this film. I'm grateful to be together and talk about it. I do not have words to say how happy I am, because I don't know what I would be doing if I didn't have that. And it gave me more than dancing. That's what's wonderful about it. It's like it's given me something I didn't even know was in my soul. And I've got new friends. I feel like it keeps me healthy. I'm moving. I've got goals. Yes, and they're good people, And it scares me when I think that maybe I hadn't started doing this. I don't know what I would be doing, And I'm just so grateful that I can do something with this golden time in my life. It is. And,
time to start a new career.
That's right.
As you can see, she did the following. Number one, just do it. She put her body physically where she wanted it to be. She was going to FedEx, which meant she was going to the dance studio. She shared the burden. Notice how after she shared her burden of her fear with Doreen, the dance school manager, Doreen shows her grace, and now Janelle has another voice in her head supporting her. Identity alignment. Janelle identifies herself as a faith warrior and a dancer. And so she prayed for what she wanted to do, and then she did it. Value alignment. I asked Jennifer if her mom's fear was ever great enough to stop her. Jennifer said this, quote, "My mom says she did have fear and anxiety about both endeavors, but her desire to dance and to provide healthy food options for people was greater than her fear. She says she was still scared, but it was worth it enough to try." Sharing discomfort with people. Jennifer goes on to say, quote, "She always says that in both endeavors, there were helpful and encouraging people that made a big difference." I love what Janelle says around the end of these clips. Quote, "I don't know what I would be doing if I didn't have this. It gave me so much more than dancing," she says. "That's what's so wonderful about it. It has given me something I didn't even know was in my soul. I have new friends. It makes me feel healthy. I'm moving. I've got goals. And it just scares me when I think that maybe I hadn't started doing this. I don't know what I would be doing if I wasn't. I'm just so grateful I can be doing something with this golden time in my life." So ladies, if you are refusing the call that's emerging for you, it's probably just fear, resistance, and imposter syndrome calling more loudly. These little suckers wreak havoc on everyone. You're not special or immune. Expect them. Name them. With practice, you can muzzle them and push onward into the unknown world toward transformation.